Did you know that the US banned its own allies from buying any of these fighter jets because they are considered too deadly? Let that sink in. The F-22 Raptor is so advanced, so classified and so untouchable that Congress made it illegal to export. No other aircraft in history has been treated like this. But why? Was it really that superior, or were the secrets buried under its titanium skin that the world was never supposed to see? And here's the thing, despite being the most advanced air superiority fighter ever built, the F-22 was killed off, production stopped, the line shut down. Why would the US cancel the most dominant air combat weapon ever made? Today we're going to uncover the shocking truths, hidden capabilities and political misfires behind the F-22 Raptor, and why it was almost too powerful to exist. Welcome back to the war. To understand the F-22, you have to go back to the Cold War, when the US military wasn't just preparing to win battles, it was preparing to win World War III in the skies. The Soviet Union was developing cutting-edge fighters like the Su-27 and MiG-29, fast, manoeuvrable and armed to the teeth. The US needed an answer, not just a better plane, a quantum leap. So in the 1980s, the Advanced Tactical Fighter Program was born. Lockheed Martin's YF-22 went head-to-head with Northrop's YF-23 in a brutal fly-off. The F-23 was stealthier. The YF-22 was more agile. In the end, Lockheed's design won, but only just. That design would become the F-22 Raptor. But here is where it gets wild. The US originally planned to build 750 Raptors. They ended up with just 187. What happened between 750 and 187 is one of the most controversial decisions in modern defence history. The F-22 wasn't designed to be competitive, it was designed to be unbeatable. Let's talk specs. Cruisers at Mach 1.8 without afterburners. That's called supercruise, and most jets can't do it. Thrust vectoring nozzles give it superhuman agility. It can literally rotate mid-air while flying in a different direction. And stealth? The Raptor was built from the ground up to be invisible to radar. Even the missile bays are internal. It can detect, track and eliminate enemy aircraft before they even know it's there. Think about that. A kill shot before the other pilot even knows you exist. But its most dangerous weapon might not be its missiles. Its true edge is information dominance. The Raptor can gather, process and share battlefield data in ways that no other aircraft of its time can match. It's like flying into battle with a sixth sense. That's why it was considered too advanced to export. It wasn't just a plane, it was a flying piece of US strategic superiority. So now, let's dive into why the F-22 was cancelled. Hi soldiers, if you enjoy our content at Legacy of War, then please consider supporting the channel. We run merch and membership programs. Now, back to the action. Now let's answer the burning question. Why kill a jet that's better than anything else in the sky? Here's the cold truth. It wasn't about performance. It was about politics, priorities and budgets. By the early 2000s, the Cold War was over. The Soviet Union had collapsed. US military planners were pivoting towards counterinsurgency, not high-end dogfights. Enter the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Suddenly, the Pentagon wanted drones and strike aircraft, not air superiority fighters. The F-22 was expensive, eye-wateringly so, around $350 million per aircraft when you factored in development. Congress slashed the program. By 2011, the production line was shut down. But here's the irony. Today, with China fielding the J-20 and Russia upgrading its Su-57, the need for something like the F-22 is greater than ever. And here's the thing, you can't just restart the F-22 line. The tools, the software and the workforce are all gone. Here is something most people don't realise. Despite being the most lethal air superiority fighter on the planet, the F-22 has never shot down another plane in combat. Not once. Why? Because nothing gets close enough. The Raptor has been used in Syria and Iraq for precision strikes and patrol missions, but it's never been in a true air-to-air fight. But one moment nearly changed that, and no one talks about it. In 2013, an Iranian F-4 Phantom tried to intercept a US drone near the Gulf. Before the F-4 even got close, an F-22 uncloaked right next to it, having been silently shadowing it the entire time. The Iranian pilots were so shocked they broke off immediately. That's the level of dominance we're talking about. The F-22 doesn't fight wars, it prevents them. But we also have to mention the incident in February 2023 when the F-22 shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon off the coast of South Carolina. One shot, one kill. This is where things get murky and fascinating. There are persistent rumours, backed by leaked documents and pilot testimonies, that the F-22 has capabilities we still don't fully understand, like advanced electronic warfare systems, classified sensor arrays, and possibly even directed energy countermeasures. Some believe it has undisclosed stealth profiles or low observable comms that allow it to act as a stealth command node. And then there's the most controversial rumour of all, that the Raptor can detect and jam enemy satellites in low Earth orbit. That's never been confirmed, but the US Air Force has never denied it either. So what's real? What's myth? We may never know, but every time the F-22 deploys, adversaries take notice and take cover. It's been over 20 years since the first Raptor took flight, and yet nothing has beaten it. China's J-20 Mighty Dragon is close in stealth and speed, but lacks manoeuvrability and sensor fusion. Russia's Su-57 looks fast and agile, but it's not truly stealth, and production numbers are low. Even the F-35 Lightning II, often touted as the pinnacle of modern aviation, is a multi-role fighter. It was never meant to outperform the F-22 in air-to-air combat. So yes, the Raptor is still king of the sky, but here's the twist. The US Air Force has announced it will begin retiring the F-22 starting in the early 2030s. So what is replacing the Raptor? Stay tuned and find out. The answer to the successor of the F-22 lies in the Next Generation Air Dominance Programme, NGAD for short. This isn't just a new plane, it's a whole new system of systems, crewed jets, uncrewed drones, advanced AI and revolutionary stealth. We're talking about adaptive engines, directed energy weapons and cloud-connected battlefield networks. But here's the thing, the NGAD is still in development and it's going to be insanely expensive. And President Donald Trump announced that the plane will be called the F-47. But all this raises a question. Was killing the F-22 early a strategic blunder? Did the US lose a capability it can't replace in time? Only the next major war will tell. And speaking of wars, what happens if the F-22 does get into a dogfight in the South China Sea? Let's explore. So, let's imagine a real scenario. Tensions flare, more than they already are. A Chinese J-2 locks onto a US reconnaissance drone. 2 F-22 Raptors are dispatched. The J-20 has long-range missiles. It's stealthy. It has the numbers. But the Raptor gets there undetected. Fires an AIM-120D at 90 miles. The J-2 never sees it coming. The skies go silent. And that is the Raptor's greatest weapon. It fights wars without firing a shot. Because any pilot flying against it knows they won't even see death coming. The F-22 Raptor isn't just a plane. It's a statement. That air superiority isn't optional. That dominance in the sky defines global power. It was over-engineered, over-budget and underused. But in the end, it leaves a legacy of fear in the hearts of enemies and awe in the eyes of allies. So what do you think? Was the F-22 Raptor too advanced for its time? Or was it the fighter we needed but didn't understand until it's nearly gone? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to dive deeper into the most powerful aircraft ever built, check out our playlist on fighter jets. Hi soldiers, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments. And check out our merch and membership programs. And don't forget to check back in again soon. That's an order.